Now, in more democratic societies, by that I mean societies where democratic forms function more, there are countervailing forces that enable the public to enter the arena of policy and decision. That's only true to a very limited extent, a remarkably limited extent, despite quite impressive democratic forms. The country was founded on the principle that James Madison explained in the Constitutional Convention, that the primary role of government is to protect property from the majority, and so it remains to a remarkable extent. Well, one of the most effective democratizing forces has always been the labor movement, labor unions. History on that is completely clear. In countries that have a strong labor movement, there is also a very strong tendency or a strong correlation with a real, live, functioning social contract that includes not only rights for working people, but for people who need help and protection, for the defenseless, for children, for women, for families, for people who need assistance generally, for the general public, in fact. And there's also a culture that goes along with it, a culture of solidarity and sympathy and mutual aid and support. In countries where unions are weak, like ours, we tend to find what's called tough love, as they call it these days, which means love for the privileged and tough for everybody else. What we might call, if we're honest, the really existing doctrine of free market. That means market discipline for the poor and the defenseless, but plenty of protection and subsidy for those who really need it, the rich and the powerful. We find different psychological and cultural values, the ones that in fact were denounced by Adam Smith, whose motives were very much like those of the labor movement that developed later, and very much opposed to those of the people who distort his message and shamelessly use his name. We tend to find what he called the vile maxim of the masters of mankind: all for ourselves and nothing for anyone else. Now,
why the
sharpest expression in the Gingrich contract, to which the population is overwhelmingly opposed, point by overwhelming margins in public opinion polls. But in a country where democratic forms don't function, that's basically irrelevant, and they don't function in large part because we don't have a civil society with organized elements, unions being the central one, as they have been historically. There can be a countervailing force, and that's historically been the case. Here as elsewhere, unions have been a leading force, probably the leading force, for democracy and human rights. That's true here as well. That's exactly why such enormous efforts have been undertaken in the United States in a really relentless and very self-conscious class war to undermine and destroy them. It's been going on for a long time. It's the Reagan years. In the Reagan years, the United States simply received Article 23 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which, if you read it, guarantees elementary human rights of workers, including the right to form opinion. And this is well known outside the United States. So in 1991, the International Labor Organization, NEVA, did something that it very rarely does. In fact, so rare I can't even think of it now. Namely, it condemned the industrial power, one of its
heart rapes.
The ILO condemned the United States for the Caterpillar company for hiring staff, like permanent replacement workers. And the ILO called upon the United States to adhere to international labor standards. At that time, there were only two industrial countries that violated. One was the United States, and the other was South Africa. In 1997 year, the ILO labor organization comes out with the World Labor Report. In 1995, it shows that the United States has the worst record in the Western Hemisphere and in Europe.
but I'll remember